What is up, everyone? My name is Adnan, and the topic of the day is skill set versus will set. In a traditional workspace, it's your skill set that gets you hired. And naturally, as you do that job, your skill set improves. But is your will set improving at the same rate as your skill set is? So, if we take an example of two doctors in the same field, have the same degree, same accolades and everything, their skill set might be the same. But what makes one better than the other? I believe at that high level, it's the will set that really takes you to the next level. Speaking from my experience, I do work in sales. I work with 80 of the top salespeople in the entire East Coast. I do have a network of salespeople that goes across the nation. So I talk to the best salespeople all across the nation. We share ideas all the time. And when I hear these people talk of how beautifully they explain things, when I compare my skill set to these people, I am nowhere close to their level of skill set. But despite all that, what makes me the highest paid rep in my office consistently for the last 8 years? If I can answer that in one word, it's not my skill set, but it's my will set. I am constantly working on our willpower to convince myself that no matter how good the competition is, I will not get beat. A few different ways that I do this. For the last 15 years, I've been taking cold showers every morning. People think that enjoy taking cold showers. There's absolutely nothing fun about taking a cold shower. Sure, you feel great after you're out of the cold shower, but to prepare your mind to do it is never any fun. And to take it a step further, in the last year, I invested in a ice plunge outside my house, and I do a 4-minute ice plunge every single morning. And for those wondering, I live on the East Coast of the United States, where we do get snow in the winters. So when you're walking outside your house with your swim trunks on and your feet start to freeze before you even get in the water, I do that just to put my brain in that power state that I will give it my all. I have won my first battle of the day, and I will make the best of every single opportunity that I have in that day. Another way, I used to do improv comedy, not because I'm confident or anything. In fact, it's the opposite. I hated it. To walk on stage in front of 60 to 80 people, and I do stutter, which does tend to get much worse when more people are watching me. And to do that, when you don't even know what the topic is, what you're about to speak on, and you're supposed to be naturally funny, that was one of the hardest things I did. But I kept going back. I kept going back because I knew that all growth happens when you're uncomfortable. I am constantly seeking that discomfort because I know that the more I push myself, the better I become as a person. And again, if ice plunges and improv are not your thing, you can start with anything. You can start small. In fact, you should start small. Like from time to time, I would stop drinking coffee. I enjoy coffee. I like coffee, but I don't want to give that cup of coffee the power that I need this to have a good day. I'm not gonna do that. So I can have a productive day with or without the coffee. So I would stop having it for a week to maybe 2 weeks. And in that time frame, I know I'm building my willpower and I'm working on myself to be the best version of myself. Another exercise that you might laugh at, I do have a sweet tooth. I do like going to the ice cream store. And to do this every now and then, I would make up my mind that I'm going to go to this store and I'm going to buy this ice cream and I'm going to make the drive. And then when I get to the store, I would stop in front, look at those people enjoying their ice cream, and drive off without the ice cream. In that moment, you have, again, built your willpower. You've made yourself a little bit stronger. And because you did not give into the temptation. So I challenge you to do these things because, the more you push yourself, the more you get to the next level in life. Because one of the biggest tragedies that happens to us is not that we die one day, but it's that something that dies inside of us while we're still alive. And don't do these things as a punishment. I'm not trying to punish myself by doing an ice bath in the morning. Because stress also depletes willpower, so I'm not trying to create a stressful environment. You have to be that ally. You have to be that voice in your head. So I'm being nice to myself. I'm being patient with myself. And I'm that voice in my head that I know it's hard, I know it's tough, but we're still going to put one foot after the other. We're still going to keep moving forward. So I challenge you to do these things. I challenge you to find your hard, and you'll see that your life is going to improve in many different ways. Your job is going to improve. Your relationships are going to improve. So push past the comfort zone. That's where all the growth happens. I thank you all for listening. Have a wonderful night, and like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you.